Hello, everyone. I hope you're all having a beautiful, beautiful day. My friend Lydia, who is the fellow co-creator of Visibility on Purpose, asked a question on her feed. And she said, what is your unique genius? And I said, bridging the spiritual world and the material world. And it really made sense. I wanted to come here today to talk to you all about bridging this dream that you may have as a speaker, as someone who wants to get on some of the top ranked podcasts, as someone who wants to land incredible media wins, and the tangible action steps that are part of that journey, right? Because they're not separate. If you are new to my world, I'm Bridget Eileen Cisco. I'm the founder of Exalted Publishing House. I am a podcast host. And for the last couple of years, I've been doing a lot of work in the space of visibility. So whether it's that you want to write a book, we'll help you do that. Whether it's you want to get on your first podcast and you have no idea what it is that you're going to say, whether it's you need support with messaging, maybe brand positioning. So think about the voice. And what I wanted to talk about today is really bridging this gap, the delicate dance between having the dream of being on the TEDx stage or writing the book or speaking and maybe a large conference and event, and the steps to actually get there. And by the way, my name is Bridget, so I feel like I'm the bridge. And my friend Lydia goes, yeah, you're the bridge between the spiritual and the 5D, the 3D world. So for a long time, I've really held this life philosophy of dreaming big and starting small. And what does that really mean? Well, for me, that always meant having this dream, having this big vision, and holding it in my mind. So whether it was to start a company and hit a six-figure amount, which we did do, whether it was to be and speak in front of some incredible people, whether it was to get on a podcast, whether it was to be interviewed on TV, whatever some of the goals were, I wanted to hold that vision. And then we have to start small. So we have to start somewhere. There are always little steps that help us get to that which we desire. So I'm going to give some examples of some of the goals that you might be having in your life, in your business, whatever your trajectory is, and some of the things that you can start thinking about, right? When Lydia and I were dreaming of creating our media training school called Visibility on Purpose, that we are starting September 12th, by the way, we knew we wanted both aspects, not just the how-to pitch. We've done that before. We wanted to bridge the ability to hold the vision, to dream, to identify what it is that we desired, and then to take the physical steps to get there. All right, so some of the things that you can really think about when you're dreaming big are feeling the wish fulfilled, right? So feeling this in your present reality before it's actually there, tricking the mind and the brain through emotions and intention. A lot of Joe Dispenza's work talks about that, and Kundalini yoga as well. And really holding the emotions and the feeling and the excitement. And I recently spoke at a positivity summit in New Jersey. And the creator of this asked us to come onto a song. What song do we want to come onto? And I knew exactly the song because for years and years and years, I envisioned myself walking onto a stage with that song. Right? So a lot of the times we're holding the vision before it's even in our physical reality. And that doesn't mean that we just hold the vision and don't do anything. It doesn't mean we have the dream and we don't do anything. Because then there's, of course, steps that we can take to arrive there. The dream came to us for a reason. So if you are here listening to this video, maybe you have a dream, again, to speak on stages, to get on some incredible podcasts that are going to explode your growth. Maybe you want to be featured in top tier media, right? Maybe it's Mind Body Green or Oprah. And my friend Lydia has gotten her clients on some incredible placements for the spiritual entrepreneur, which is so exciting. That dream came to you for a reason. And we have to remember that the messages that we're here to share on this planet are that of good things, right? We're not selling McDonald's hamburgers, as I always like to say. So remember that dream came to you for a reason. There's a reason that you're even attracted to doing and sharing a message on a bigger stage. Let's give some examples. So say you have the dream of getting on the TEDx stage right? You start to do the visualization work. You're holding the vision, you're feeling the wish fulfilled. Like you can actually see yourself surrounded by all these people watching you as you speak on stage, as you deliver an incredible, incredible message. Then you have to work backwards. Okay, so this is where we have the spiritual idea, the 5D, and now we have the 3D. How do we actually arrive there? Because the Lord knows that speaking is not a spectator sport. We have some work to do. So we start thinking, okay, well, what am I actually going to talk about? What is my idea worth sharing or idea worth spreading? Okay, I need to find some local events. I need to find some local places. I need to actually apply to this event. And it doesn't end there, right? Then you have to actually practice for the speech and get ready and get prepared, which is a lot of what we're doing in Visibility on Purpose, by the way, as well. We're doing a whole module on speaking practice. And you can't read the stuff in a book. You have to get in the game. You have to get in the ring, as we always say, right? So you have this dream, you feel the wish fulfilled, and then you show up to the steps to arrive there, to put things into motion. This is how we bridge the dream and the tangible reality for your media goals. Let's say you have a goal of being featured in Mind, Body, Green, right? Maybe you really identify and value a lot of the content that they're putting out. You know you would have something of value to give. So you start doing the visualization work, the materialization of thought work. You start seeing yourself and your name in this magazine or on the digital page. You start seeing that you can add this to your LinkedIn profile and your Instagram account. Okay, so we hold the vision, we hold the dream, and now we have to work backwards. So how do we arrive there? Well, we need to identify what it is that we have a value to bring to that media outlet. Right? So we craft the pitch, which is introducing yourself, which is a huge thing that we are doing in Visibility on Purpose. Lydia, who is a publicist and PR strategist, is coming in to teach you how to pitch yourself. So if you have the goal of Mind, Body, Green, you hold the vision, you see yourself adding this to your Instagram bio, being able to speak of this incredible media win. You start to ask yourself, what would I speak about? What value do I have to add? You introduce yourself or pitch yourself to an editor or a journalist who works for Mind, Body, Green, and you put in the steps, you do the back end work. Same thing, say that you want to be on a podcast. What would you share of value? What do you have to bring to the table? What is their audience? What is your audience? Does it link up? I have someone send me a message before for She Builds Empires who obviously hadn't listened to the show. It was obvious. I was like, that's not what we talk about in the show. So we do the back end work. We do the small steps to arrive there. We understand what the podcast focuses on. We listen to the podcast. We see the value that we can bring. We introduce ourselves to the podcast host. We prepare, right? If you've never been interviewed before, you need to do a mock interview. It's so important. Another example is, say you want to speak at a large event or a large summit. We hold the vision, so we dream big. You see yourself walking on the stage. You hear the music playing of what you're going to walk into when you go to speak. You know what you're wearing. You feel how it feels to be on that stage. And now you do the back end work. Okay, what are you going to bring of value? What would you speak about? And you prepare for the speech. You do the little things to arrive there, to build the momentum in the direction and trajectory of your dreams. And it's all about this beautiful, delicate dance. Because we can't use these visualization practices and these manifestation, materialization of thought practices and not do any of the behind the scenes work. It's about bridging both of these worlds. Preparing yourself for your success, knowing exactly what you talk about, knowing how to pitch yourself. And I love to talk about the bridging of the worlds because we can have both. We can still talk about manifestation and visualization and materialization of thought. And we can also prepare a pitch to introduce ourselves to media, right? That's how you're able to do this. That's how I got one of my first TV interviews. Introducing myself, sending a pitch. And this is the purpose of Visibility on Purpose. It is for business owners who are heart-centered, they are passionate, they are mission-driven, they are heart-led, they have and are doing good work on the planet. And they know that they want to be known for their name, be known for a message. They want to get on some of the top-ranked podcasts. They want to be able to say that they've spoken on ABC, NBC, some of these top places that millions of people are watching. You want to be easily searchable on Google. You want to build authority, right? These types of content build trust for people. So you want to build authority. That's what we're doing inside Visibility on Purpose. So if this is something that you've always felt like was part of your journey, and you've seen people do the podcast route, you've seen them, have these incredible media placements, and caveat, you can pay for this. We're teaching you how to do this for yourself because you can do this organically. You can pitch yourself without a publicist. You can learn these tools, keep them in your toolkit, and they will continue to serve you as a business owner throughout your entire career. So here's what we're doing inside Visibility and Purpose, giving you a couple of things to know. We run September 12th to mid-December of this year. You're going to learn how to identify your it factors so that you stand out to hosts, producers, and editors. You're going to craft your story that can be easily shared on these podcasts, on TV interviews, because there is a magic and a method to being able to share what you have to say succinctly and directly and not be too tangenty. I don't even know if that's a word. You can also share your story and content, which is amazing. You're going to learn how to introduce yourself to these editors, these producers, these hosts. That is what Lydia specializes in. She's absolutely amazing at teaching business owners how to position themselves and pitch themselves to land top-tier media organically. You'll also, my zone of genius is helping you rock the media interviews, so that you don't show up being like, I'm freaking out, I'm panicking. So we do the behind the scenes work so that when you show up to that interview, you are so prepared. You're able to relay information, you're able to share your story, you're able to tie it into the work that you do. So are you ready to be seen? Are you ready to take the steps in this direction? Are you willing to bridge the dream that you may have and also the tangible steps that it may take for you to arrive there? I'm Bridget. I'm bridging the worlds with you. And we're just so excited to run this program and run this course because Lydia and I have been doing this work together for a number of years. We just haven't put it together in this capacity. And if you've ever been a part of anything that I have created or Lydia has created, it is always a good time. There's going to be live calls. We're meeting on Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern time. We are doing a beta run. So we already have a number of people who have signed up to join us in the course. And this will be the lowest price because we're planning on doing this in a much larger capacity next year. So $17.97 US to join us for almost 4 months of this program. We meet weekly. You're going to have so much value and learn so much, not only about yourself, but about the media industry, about speaking in general. So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Feel free to tag a friend in this post or a video who knows that they are ready to be seen in this way and they want to learn how to pitch themselves. Thank you so much. Have an incredible day.